Alright, so back in fifth grade, okay, this was in October. It was like 2 days after my birthday, okay? So, on October 9th, um, basically, uh, we went to, Jurassic Park, or Jurassic Park. If you don't know what that is, I mean, probably to some of my viewers, you probably know what that is, maybe. If you don't, it's just basically like, how should I say this? It kind of is like a park, kind of, as you expect, because they now have park in the name. Basically, it has like they basically, if you go there when like if you were to go there if you came from school, then like, well, I'm presuming they would do it for any visitor, even if they don't go to school. They'll like give you a tour, have you go to different rooms or do activities. It's all stuff like that basically. And so yeah, that's basically it. So on one of these, we went kayaking, and I have never been in a boat or whatever before this, so this was basically my first time. So I, um, okay, just quick reminder. This was back in fifth grade. Now I'm in sixth grade, so yeah. So basically, I got on the kayak, all right, and um, I went with my friend, or I can't tell which. I I don't know. There's kayaks and canoes. I can't really tell the difference in my opinion. So I'm just gonna say kayak. I'm presuming that's a, a boat with two seats. I don't know. I'm just presuming. I don't know. So basically, um, me, my friend went out in the water, and I was like really nervous because like this was like kind of nerve wracking, basically. So I was slightly shaking, and I was paddling the boat, including my friend, and I think I was shaking a little too much because it actually made us tip over. And yeah, and also I sound kind of this may sound embarrassing when I say this, but even now I do not know how to swim. Yeah, and I'm 12 and I'm in sixth grade. Okay, so my mom always says that she'll get me and my brother swimming lessons, but something tells me that I don't know if she just forgot or she just okay. Basically, I've never swum before in my life. Okay, that's what I'm good trying to say. So, I was just yelling like, I don't know how to swim. Um, like I was like really scared. I was actually like really scared. This was like nerve wracking. Don't worry, we all had life jackets, but still, this was like nerve wracking. So, hold on. So it was just really nerve wracking. It was. Thankfully, one of the staff members, I think it was actually the, I guess like owner of Jurassic Park, I guess you could say, that managed to rescue me with like a little lifesaver thing. So yeah, um, yeah. So, anyways, after that, anyway, so next activity, um, well, it wasn't exactly, well, after the kayak, I guess, incident, we had lunch and all of that and crap, and then we get to the final activity, I think, for the day. And it's creeking, I think. I think that's what it's called. It's basically where you just get like a cup and try to catch like little bugs or whatever in the water, stuff like that. So it was pretty simple, but how we had to get there was questionable, I would say, in my opinion. So basically, on the side of the building, there's this steep hill that you have to walk down. And when I mean steep, it's I don't know how they thought it was a good idea to make it steep, but I guess so. So the teacher said not to run down it, but I was like, I mean, it can't be that bad, right? So I ran down in the grass. There was a rock path, but I was worried if I accidentally tripped, I wouldn't land in the rocks and in the grass. Hey, that was big brain of me. That was big brain of me. Okay. All right. So I ran down the grass part. Yeah, but I was right about the tripping part. I did trip, but I kind of rolled a little bit. And see, I used my left arm to cushion myself or catch myself. When you're doing that on a steep hill, when you were running, that's not the best idea. So I broke my wrist. Now, of course, teachers at the time couldn't tell, so they just thought I sprained it, or it just hurt really bad. So, yeah. So I just sat there doing nothing for the whole time because, because my arm was like hurting really bad. So then we had to walk back up the hill, and to me was torture. I mean, to other people it was fine, but to me it was torture because one, my arm was broken, and two, the hill was steep and it was kind of hot. I think, sort of, a little bit. I think so. It just sucked. So yeah, then I had to go home, and my parents couldn't obviously tell. Okay, so like when we got back to the school, the office just gave me an ice pack. I mean, I get it. They couldn't tell that my arm was broken at the time because they thought I sprained it, but still, yeah, kind of bugged me. So then I go home. Now, my mom was originally thinking of taking me to the like doctor or whatever the same day I broke my arm, but she didn't. No, not me, but her and Dad thought I only sprained it, or like they were thinking I broke or sprained it or not. So they were debating on that. So yeah, they didn't take me, which is fine. I mean, they couldn't tell. But then when I went to sleep that night, I swear I kept sleeping, waking up, because this arm was literally hurting so bad. Like, it was annoying. But hey, next day of school, cool, whatever. So I get there, okay? My arm still hurts like a son of a gun. So then I just decided to go to the office. But right before I enter the office, I show, I guess the vice principal my arm, and he was like, "Oh yeah, that's swollen. Yeah, yeah, you definitely need to see the nurse." So I do. Okay. And the nurse looked at it and said, "Oh, you definitely need to go to some sort of doctor that knows about bones." Well, she didn't exactly say that, but that's like kind of similar to what she said. So I had to wait there for just a little bit, wait for my mom to pick me up, and then we went to the doctor or bone joint place or whatever. And they had to give me first we went to the MVHC. I think some of you might know what that place is. So I went there first. They gave me they didn't exactly give me a cast. They gave me like a temporary one before they could really figure something out for my arm. So then we went to the bone joint place, and well, actually, after I got the temporary cast kind of thing, it's not really a cast, but I'm just gonna say it 'cause it sounds okay, I guess. So, then we went to go eat, but then we went back to the bone. Well, we didn't go back. Basically, I got the temporary thing first. We ate. Me and my mom ate, and then we went to the bone joint place. And basically, they said that I need to get a cast because I did break. Well, I fractured like a little bit in my wrist or in my area of my wrist. So yeah, so they had to put a cast on that. I chose the color red because red is my favorite color. Well, I also chose red because I wanted to just kind of stand out because why not? So yeah, um, so then um we went to the well, once I got my cast, I just went back home, just called my friend, talked to him a little bit, and a little bit about my arm. Then I just let my arm rest for a while, and yeah, yeah, my arm healed. Yeah, normal. Yeah. Well, also after I got my cast off, I also had to wear. Well, I think I had to wear my cast for like 2 to 4 weeks, and then my brace I had to wear for like also another 2 to 4 weeks. So, kind of sucked, but hey. So, yeah. Then, yeah, that's basically all about my arm, or my left arm. Actually, it's actually kind of crooked. Wow. See, but like, it's like, hold up, I gotta hit this camera right. I can't see that. Hold up. Okay, so, okay, it's better on this side actually. So you can see like how this is like that. It with my other hand, it is not like that one bit. It does it sort of, but like not as much as this. So yeah. But they did say that it would take like 2 to 5 years to heal. So yeah. So also about the okay. So yeah, that's all about my arm. So okay, back to the lake incident. Actually, people were laughing at me basically because I was like being like really like I was being like I was like crying for help and such when I fell over into the water and I didn't know how to swim and such. People were like, I guess, I mean, they're like laughing at me, I guess, and like, yeah, yeah. But people were like, "We," but then people asked me like, it was like a little bit after the incident, I guess, and people were like, were you actually crying for help? And I was like, no, I just did it to be dramatic. But in reality, it was just but in reality, it was just I was just saying that so way people wouldn't think I was actually crying for help because they were laughing at me, and I just said I was just being dramatic because, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyways, that's today's video. Bye bye.